Have you ever felt that something greater is happening around you? Coincidences that seem so perfect, moments of intuition that change the course of your life. What if these were signs sent by higher forces trying to guide you? Many ignore these messages, but what if you could recognize them and uncover a deeper purpose for your existence? In this video, we will reveal how divine forces might be speaking to you, sending hidden messages to transform your life. Get ready to understand how to interpret these signs, how they can bring clarity in moments of doubt, and most importantly, how to align your journey with this higher calling. Don't miss this chance to open your eyes and connect with the extraordinary. Stay until the end and discover what it truly means to be chosen. Since ancient times, humanity has sought to understand the concept of the chosen ones. Who are these people? Why are they selected? And most importantly, what does it mean to be chosen by higher powers? These questions have spanned centuries, echoing in sacred texts, oral traditions, and even in contemporary spiritual contexts. In the biblical world, the chosen ones are often portrayed as those who have received a special calling to fulfill a divine mission. Moses, for example, was chosen to liberate the people of Israel from slavery in Egypt. David, a simple shepherd, was anointed as king, destined to lead a nation. And Mary, a humble young woman, was chosen to be the mother of the Savior. What do all these examples have in common? They were not prominent or powerful people before being chosen. They were ordinary individuals who became extraordinary by answering the call. However, being chosen is not an exclusive privilege of historical or religious figures. Today, many believe that the concept of being chosen transcends traditional contexts. Have you ever wondered if the challenges you face are actually a form of preparation for something greater? Perhaps you too have been chosen, but have yet to recognize the signs. But what characterizes a chosen one? In many spiritual narratives, the chosen are those who demonstrate sensitivity to perceive the signs and the courage to act on them. They are not perfect. On the contrary, they are often imperfect, facing doubts and fears like anyone else. What sets them apart is their willingness to listen, learn, and follow the purpose revealed to them. Moreover, being chosen does not mean being exempt from difficulties. In fact, it is common for the chosen to face intense trials as a way to shape their character and strengthen their faith. These challenges are opportunities for growth and transformation, equipping them to fulfill their missions. This brings us to an important reflection. What does it mean to be chosen in the modern world? In a world full of distractions, where spirituality is often neglected, it is possible for divine signs to go unnoticed. However, they remain present, waiting for those willing to see them. Being chosen today might mean something as simple as recognizing a call to help someone, following an intuition, or making a decision that brings positive impacts to your life and the world around you. Therefore, the essential question we must ask ourselves is not whether we are chosen, but whether we are attentive to the signs sent to us. Are you willing to hear that call? And more importantly, are you prepared to act? Understanding who the chosen ones are is the first step to recognizing that you too can be part of this group. In the next chapter, we will explore how these messages manifest in daily life and how you can begin to identify the signs around you. Now that we understand who the chosen ones are and what it means to be one, it is time to explore how these divine forces communicate with us in practical ways. Spiritual signs are everywhere, but they are often too subtle to notice, especially when we are caught up in the hectic routine of daily life. However, if you pay attention, you'll see that these messages are all around you, waiting to be recognized. Synchronicities. When things happen at the right moment. One of the most common signs is synchronicity. The moment when things happen at the exact time and in a perfectly aligned way, without any planning on your part. Perhaps you thought about someone and that person immediately called you. Or maybe you were pondering a solution to a specific problem and an idea suddenly came to mind, as if it were a divine answer to your question. These moments are not just coincidences. They are divine signs that you are being guided on your journey. Carl Jung, the renowned psychologist, popularized the concept of synchronicity as a meaningful coincidence, where seemingly unrelated events align in profound and relevant ways. If you start paying attention, you'll notice that these synchronicities occur more often than you might imagine. Dreams, portals to spiritual wisdom. Dreams are another powerful form of spiritual communication. When we sleep, our minds open to a world beyond physical reality, allowing our souls to connect with higher spiritual realms. Many spiritual and religious traditions believe that dreams can convey divine messages or profound insights. Have you ever had a dream so vivid and meaningful that it felt like a direct message for your life? Perhaps a dream revealed a hidden truth or served as an important warning about something about to happen. Dreams can be a way for divine forces to alert us to crucial matters or guide us in moments of doubt. Pay attention to the images, symbols, and emotions that arise in your dreams. They may be much more than random images. They could be spiritual clues, intuitions, the inner voice we ignore. Intuition is perhaps one of the most powerful signs we receive from higher forces, but it is also one of the easiest to ignore. We've all experienced moments when something inside us urged us to do or avoid something without knowing exactly why. Often, when we disregard this inner voice, we realize later that it was correct all along. Intuition is a spiritual tool that allows us to access wisdom beyond our conscious understanding. It acts as a direct connection to our inner wisdom, which is often aligned with divine forces. When you feel inspired to make a decision without a clear, logical explanation, intuition may be guiding you on the right path. Learning to trust it is one of the first steps to recognizing and understanding the signs divine forces are sending you. Now that we understand how spiritual signs manifest around us, it's time to take a deeper step and explore the role of divine forces in our daily lives. Often, we feel alone in our challenges, but the truth is that we are always surrounded by a higher force that guides, protects, and directs us on our journey. However, this presence is not always obvious. It is subtle and depends on our willingness to recognize it. The invisible presence. How divine forces silently accompany us. Divine forces are everywhere, but they are often invisible to our eyes. In moments of distress or critical decisions, they are by our side, offering guidance and strength. Yet, it's easy to ignore them when we are blinded by the rush of daily life or the distractions of modern living. These forces do not impose their presence, but rather invite us to seek them sincerely. We could say that divine forces operate like an invisible network that connects us to a greater source of wisdom. This network is constantly working to help us find our way, even when we don't notice. By practicing mindfulness and opening ourselves to spirituality, we can begin to perceive the signs more clearly and understand that we are not alone. 2. The flow of energy. How spiritual connection shapes our reality. One of the most impactful ways divine forces manifest in our lives is through the flow of energy. Every thought, feeling, and action generates energy that connects to the universe and everything around us. When we align ourselves with divine forces, this energy flows harmoniously, attracting experiences, people, and opportunities that resonate with our spiritual purpose. However, when we are disconnected from this energy, whether through negative thoughts, fear, or the stress of daily life, the energy we emit tends to be dense and discordant. This can lead to difficulties and obstacles that seem to arise without explanation. Divine forces help us realign our energy, bringing harmony into our lives. By connecting with the divine, we learn to maintain a positive and productive energetic flow. 3. Divine protection, how higher forces safeguard us. During adversities, divine forces also play a fundamental role in spiritual protection. In moments of crisis, many report feeling an inexplicable sense of security, as if they are being protected by something beyond their understanding. This may be observed in situations where we escape accidents, find unexpected solutions to complex problems, or receive help from someone at the most critical moment. This type of protection doesn't happen by chance. Often, it is a direct intervention from higher forces, which have the ability to guide us away from danger or negative situations. However, to recognize this protection, we must develop the ability to see beyond surface-level events and perceive the invisible hand that guides us in times of need. 4. The awakening of purpose, how divine forces guide us to our life. Path. Another crucial role of divine forces is to help us discover and follow our life's purpose. Many people feel that their life lacks a clear purpose or that they are wasting time. But when we begin to listen to spiritual signs and follow divine guidance, we start to realize that we are exactly where we need to be, even if the path seems uncertain. Divine forces guide us subtly, yet effectively, so that we can fulfill our mission. They are always offering us clues about the direction to take, whether through a conversation with someone, a transformative experience, or even a dream. By surrendering to the divine flow, we can discover our true talents and contribute meaningfully to the greater good. 5. The law of spiritual attraction, how to create a reality aligned with the divine forces also interact with us through the law of spiritual attraction. This law suggests that whatever we focus our energy on manifests in our reality. If we are aligned with higher forces, we attract experiences that are in harmony with our divine purpose. This means that when we focus on positive thoughts and practice virtues like compassion, gratitude, and love, we attract blessings and opportunities that help us grow spiritually. Throughout life, we all face moments of hardship and challenging choices, but when we follow a true spiritual practice, we can create a reality that not only benefits us, but also those around us. The power of divine forces is not just for our personal protection, but also to help us create a more harmonious and spiritually aligned world. Faith is one of the most powerful forces in our spiritual journey. Although we often associate faith with religious belief, it goes beyond the boundaries of religious traditions and refers to a deep trust in the divine, in the process of life, and in our ability to evolve. When we talk about faith, we are not referring to blind belief, but to an unwavering trust that allows us to face life's challenges with courage and hope. The definition of faith: more than belief. A deep trust faith is often understood merely as the belief in something we cannot see. However, true faith goes beyond the acceptance of the invisible. It is the trust in something greater than ourselves, a profound certainty that the divine is always by our side, guiding and protecting us. Faith is not about tangible proof or physical evidence, but about the ability to trust even when the answers are unclear. This trust enables us to take bold steps in life, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. True faith gives us the strength to keep going, even in the face of adversity. It allows us to see beyond obstacles and believe that regardless of circumstances, a greater good is being realized. And 2. Faith as a source of strength in adversity. In times of crisis, faith becomes our greatest ally. When everything seems to be falling apart around us, faith enables us to rise and move forward. Faith provides the inner strength to avoid succumbing to difficulties and the courage to face life's greatest challenges. When we encounter loss, illness, or financial hardship, it is faith that offers the support needed to overcome these dark moments. For example, many people who have gone through significant adversity report an inexplicable sense of serenity, as if they know that, despite everything, something good is on the horizon. This is faith operating on a profound level. It does not eliminate difficulties, but gives us the strength to deal with them more lightly and confidently. Faith as a catalyst for personal transformation. Faith also plays a crucial role in our personal transformation. When we trust in the divine and believe in our ability to change, we take the first step toward profound transformation. Often, the most significant changes in our lives occur when we decide to trust in something beyond our limited understanding and make room for the divine to act in our lives. Faith is the starting point for spiritual and personal growth. It allows us to open our minds and hearts to new possibilities and experiences. When we believe that we are worthy of happiness, health, and success, we begin to create the conditions to manifest these blessings in our lives. Faith becomes an agent of transformation, driving us to act in alignment with what we believe is possible. 4. The role of faith in spiritual relationships. Faith applies not only to our relationship with the divine, but also to our relationships with others. When we trust in our divine purpose and the higher forces guiding us, we can see others in a more compassionate and open way. Faith helps us cultivate a sense of unity and realize that we are all connected by a greater purpose. In moments of tension or conflict, faith teaches us to practice forgiveness and compassion. When we trust in the divine process, we can see beyond differences and seek solutions that benefit everyone involved. Faith strengthens our spiritual bonds and helps us maintain harmonious relationships based on mutual trust and respect. 5. How to cultivate faith in daily life. Although faith is a powerful force, cultivating it requires practice and dedication. It is not something that happens automatically. It is a continuous process of strengthening. To cultivate faith, it is essential to dedicate time to meditation, prayer, and reflection. When we allow ourselves to enter into silence and connect with the divine, our faith deepens and strengthens. Additionally, it is important to surround ourselves with people and experiences that nurture our faith. Being in the company of those who share a positive and spiritual vision can enhance our trust in the process of life and divine forces. Faith can also be cultivated through concrete actions, such as practicing forgiveness, gratitude, and serving others. When we put our faith into action, it becomes more concrete and tangible in our lives. Spiritual signs. Recognizing divine guidance in moments of doubt. Spiritual signs are subtle yet powerful messages that help us find the right path in moments of doubt or indecision. When we start paying attention to these signs, we discover that the divine is constantly communicating with us, offering guidance, answers, and encouragement to move forward. In this chapter, we will explore how to recognize and use these signs to make decisions that align with our spiritual purpose and life goals. What are spiritual signs? Spiritual signs can be described as subtle manifestations that appear in our lives to guide us. They can take various forms, through dreams, intuitions, coincidences, words from others, or even elements of nature, like a butterfly appearing unexpectedly or repetitive numerical sequences such as 1111. These signs carry symbolic meanings that often go beyond what is obvious at first glance. The most important aspect of spiritual signs is that they are personalized. What is meaningful to one person may not have the same impact on another. They are tailored to speak directly to our hearts, considering our experiences, emotions, and needs. 2. How to recognize spiritual signs. Recognizing spiritual signs requires mindfulness and openness to the divine. In our busy daily lives, it is easy to overlook these subtle messages, but by slowing down and being present in the moment, we begin to notice their presence. One of the best ways to recognize spiritual signs is through the practice of meditation or prayer. These moments of deep connection with the divine allow us to tune in to the messages around us. Additionally, keeping a spiritual journal can help identify patterns and recurring messages in our lives. Another important aspect is intuition. Often spiritual signs are linked to our ability to feel and perceive beyond the obvious. Intuition acts as an internal compass, guiding us in the right direction, even when logic seems to point elsewhere. 3 examples of spiritual signs and their meanings. Spiritual signs can vary widely, but here are some common examples and their potential meanings. Vivid dreams. Dreams often serve as a channel for divine messages. They may provide answers to questions we have or alert us to something important. Repetitive numerical sequences. Seeing numbers like 1111, 222, or 777 repeatedly is often interpreted as a sign of spiritual alignment. Animals or natural elements. The presence of certain animals, such as an eagle or a wolf, can symbolize strength, wisdom, or divine protection. Synchronicities. Meaningful coincidences, such as unexpectedly meeting someone at a crucial moment, are seen as signs that we are on the right path. These examples are just the beginning. Each person should learn to interpret the signs based on their own context and spiritual connection. 4. Applying spiritual signs to decision-making. Once we recognize spiritual signs, the next step is to apply them in our daily lives, especially when making important decisions. For instance, if you are considering a career change and begin noticing signs related to growth and transformation, this could be divine encouragement to move forward. Here are some practical steps for using spiritual signs in decision-making. Seek clarity. Directly ask the divine for guidance on a specific issue and stay attentive to the signs that appear. Trust your intuition. When a sign arises, ask yourself how it makes you feel. Intuition often confirms whether a sign is relevant to the decision you are making. Consult spiritual tools. Some people use tools like oracle cards, guided meditations, or sacred texts to deepen their interpretation of a sign. Be patient. Not all signs are immediate. Sometimes answers come in stages, requiring us to trust the process. Avoiding overdependence on signs. While spiritual signs are powerful tools, it is important not to rely solely on them for decision-making. The divine has also given us discernment and reasoning abilities, and these gifts should be used alongside the signs we receive. Faith and trust are essential in this process. Trusting that we are being guided, even when the signs are unclear, allows us to move forward with courage and determination. Spiritual signs are a divine gift that helps us navigate life with greater clarity and purpose. They connect us to the divine and remind us that we are never alone on our journey. By learning to recognize, interpret, and apply these signs, we can make more conscious decisions that align with our greater purpose. In the next chapter, we will explore how to achieve deeper connection with divine forces and strengthen our spiritual relationship.